Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more FIFA 20 Career Mode rebuilds here today on the channel. If you want to see more rebuilds like this, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions, and feel free to leave a dislike. The main objective of my FIFA 20 Career Mode rebuilds is to win as much silverware as possible on Ultimate difficulty, with an emphasis on transfers and tactics to win at all means against the top European sides, our rivals, and getting to finals, with the main objective of winning the UEFA Champions League. Also got to give a huge shout out to Mr. Rebuild himself, Jared HD. I've made the decision from now on that all my FIFA Career Mode rebuilds will be a culmination of my episodically released Career Mode series. A bit of a montage, if you will, so we can have the best of both worlds. Hour-long Career Mode content and episodically released videos. Now, understandably, this style of edited rebuild will have some slight continuity errors within my commentary, calling things episodes and asking for signings and feedback when the series is already concluded. But apart from that, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this hour-long Career Mode series, and I have more to come. Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new FIFA 20 Career Mode series here today on the channel. We're back on Fiverr's Realism mod. We're playing as PSG on Ultimate difficulty, Paris Saint-Germain. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions, and players you would like me to sign. The main objective of this series is to rebuild PSG in a way to win the treble. We've got to win the French League, we've got to win the Domestic Cup, and we've also got to win the UEFA Champions League. So smash the like button if you haven't already. Let's get stuck into the series. We have 114 million in the bank. So, looking at this PSG squad, I really need to restructure the midfield three. I also probably need to bring in a fullback, probably two fullbacks to be honest, a left back and a right back. So I've shortlisted a fair few players, and hopefully we can get some of these deals done. Kante, Isco in the midfield, Telles, Lucadinha on the left, Carvajal, Pereira, and João Cancelo on the right-hand side. We've got a pretty big offer there from Bayern Munich for Verratti, but I've actually negotiated with Chelsea to get the services of N'Golo Kante, 28 years of age. He actually is getting quite older, and there's a rumour speculating in world football that Chelsea might look to move him on. So we've done a player plus cash deal for Verratti. I've also gone out and signed Isco, 27 years of age now, 85 overall. He is a phenomenal Career Mode player, and if you're playing as any top European or world-class side, he's one of the best attacking midfielders you can get. Incredibly energetic. However, I didn't expect this signing to go through. Juan Bernat, 26 years of age, 81 overall. Manchester United evaluated him at £40 million. The Red Devils have absolutely splashed the cash on the former Bayern Munich left back, and now I've had to get a replacement. So already I was looking to replace him, but someone came and overpaid his evaluation. So we've signed Lucadinha, however you like to say it, the Frenchman from Everton, who's a lot quicker and a lot more rapid. I've also signed out a world-class right back in Carvajal. So we've now rebuilt and restructured Thomas Tuchel's PSG. I've also gone out and sold Edison Cavani for a whopping £50 million. We've also signed the German international here, 22 for £27 million. Choupo-Moting's gone back to the Premier League. And here are some of the other biggest signings. Nicolas Schüller has left for 96. Real Madrid have snatched up Raheem Sterling Skriniar has gone to Barca. Parejo has gone to Juventus. And this is now the squad. So we're not going to be playing the 4-2-4 that they were playing at the start. We're going to be playing a 4-3-3 attack. Mbappe is going to be my striker. Neymar on the left. Di Maria on the right. Isco creating the plays. Kante and Idrissi Gana Gueye holding. We've also got Carvajal, Lucas Digne, Silva and Marquinhos in the defensive line. So welcome to the first match of today's episode, where we play Rennes in the equivalent of the English Community Shield. So this is our first piece, our first opportunity to get a piece of silverware this season against Rennes, and then we'll start the first match of the series against Nîmes. Now Rennes have had a lot of recent success in the years. They've got a new bunch of millionaire owners, and they've had the likes of Sarr, who's now at Watford, and obviously they won the French Domestic Cup last year. So this is our first real test. Now, the thing is with PSG, if you're playing a PSG series, you really do need to restructure that midfield and the fullbacks, which hopefully I think I've done. We've got a lot of centre-back, half-back replacements, but that is where our success in this career is going to lie. Now, obviously, you'd think any player should really walk away with the French league. The real challenge is going to be in the UEFA Champions League, which we really, really need to win. It's been on PSG's blueprint for quite some time now, so there's going to be a lot of moments in this series where we're going to really need to clutch, and we're not going to be able to choke. And this first match of the season to try and win our first piece of silverware against Rennes is definitely one. Mandanda there trying to bring it out from the back. Thiago Silva intercepts Lucas Digne. Isco gets the header down. Mbappe drops back to Isco. Isco has an opportunity from range. He goes for goal, and it just goes wide of the left. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe scores. It's 1-0 just before the 22nd minute there. It's an absolute rocket off the boot. And Kylian Mbappe has started off with the first goal of the PSG Paris Saint-Germain Ultimate Difficulty Career Series. We are playing on Fiverr's Realism mod. I recommend downloading it if you have FIFA on PC, and the No Crowd Corona Realistic mod. Di Maria trying to find Kylian Mbappe for his brace, and he can't quite finish it. It's Idrissi Gana Gueye. It's Kante. Now, I've got Kante as more of a box and controlling central midfielder on the left-hand side, while Idrissi Gana Gueye can be more the defensive-minded side. If we've got Idrissi Gana Gueye and Kante holding, they're not going to be able to get past us. That's an absolute brick shithouse of a centre defence. Mbappe now, trying to look for the run. Now, I was interested in offers for Neymar, as it has been rumoured that Messi and Barcelona wanted him back at the club, but that deal fell through due to Barca's finances, and Neymar was kind of tempted to leave, because in Fiverr's Realism mod, it's the realistic evaluation of players. So if you were to sell Neymar, you'd easily get nearly 200 million pounds. And that would massively revitalise our squad, as we do have some ageing players in some key areas. Di Maria will be good for this first season, but wouldn't last probably 2 or 3, along with Thiago Silva. Rennes there trying to get us on the counter-attack. Neymar trying to secure the victory on the left. Continues to go. It's Neymar. Beats 2. A little bit of hocus-pocus. And goes for goal and hits it right over the crossbar. Kante charging forward. Mbappe looking to turn his man. It's Kylian Mbappe, the best striker in FIFA. Quick agility and striking there. Unfortunately, that's more my fault than Mbappe's hitting the post. Rennes pick up their goal. 1-1, they equalise in the 76th, and that's Fiverr's Realism mod for you. Unfortunately, Navas was dragged way too far to the left there. And look at him, he's that full stretch, couldn't quite get to that, right into the bottom corner there. and Ren managed to bring it back. It's time to do some substitutions. We do have Icardi, Sarabia, and we've also got Ander Herrera on the bench as well, along with Paredes and a fair few others. So we've got a pretty decent triple threat for now. Icardi is going to be giving a lot of good competition for Mbappe, and Mbappe's going to be running the show for this series, so he's going to be absolutely exhausted at times. Carvajal, Icardi. It's Ander Herrera to charge through. The former Manchester United player pretty much left a sinking ship, which is Manchester United at the moment, to get that PSG cash. But I kind of respect it. Ander Herrera is one of my favourite real-life players as a Manchester United supporter, and he's so good on FIFA as well. He's such a consistent player, although he plays better at sort of more of a holding CM or DM. His attacking qualities with his 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills actually serves him well. And even though you take the overall hit when you're playing as an attacking midfielder, he still comes up and scores goals left and right. So we've managed to win the French trophy here. Trophée des Champions, the community shield of the French League, and we've picked up our first piece of silverware. So welcome now to the first match of the series. We face Nîmes, and in our first match, a recently promoted side, I'm assuming, because I really don't recognise this team in the French League. So we've got a lot of competitors this series. Obviously, Lyon have restructured incredibly well with the likes of Memphis Depay. And obviously, Marseille still have those bruising warriors of the likes of Dimitri Payet. And I'm sure there's a lot more French teams in the league, like Toulouse, Saint-Etienne, looking to claim some scalps and European spots. Alright. Nîmes, I don't really recognise anyone in this starting 11, so this would be a good warm-up for the Champions League this series. Valas on the attack here, Nîmes. The ball comes in, Navas punches away. Angel Di Maria looking to recycle to Idrissi Gana Gueye, who left, passes it to Nkante, and it's N'Golo Kante charging forward, the Frenchman back in Paris, and puts Neymar offside. Gana Gueye puts it straight into Nîmes traffic. And on the break, Navas manages to hold out. Kante back to Isco. Idrissi Gana Gueye. Mbappe sees the run of Isco. Finish it. And he's hit the post there, looking to bend it. It would have been a beauty if he scored that, Isco. Silva looking to intercept the aerial ball. Isco back to Mbappe. Mbappe trying to beat the last man. He continues to go somehow, and he does. The poor tackling ability of the defense. It's got to do with his overall tackling or his just overall physicality, because Mbappe with his pace and agility, I was spamming the tackle button there to push through, and Mbappe scores. You'd be surprised how physical the French league can be at times. Not as much as the Premier League, of course, but there's no. Oh, Isco's been pulled with it. There's obviously a reason why so many French players make the move to the Premier League. Gana Gueye with a really great interception there. Mbappe back to Di Maria. Di Maria cuts back looking for oncoming traffic. And it's Neymar to slot a fantastic goal. We were closed down a lot there, shifting from left to right in the box, stretching it all the way to the left. And it's Golasso Neymar to score an outstanding goal there. It's a really sensational strike. It's 2-0. To PSG. Time to make a substitution. Isco is absolutely exhausted on a yellow. Idrissi Gana Gueye charging through the midfield to get that third goal. Man, oh man. The former Everton man. I'm surprised I'm really surprised that no Premier League teams really tried to pick him up. Because although PSG has an abundance of funds, there would have been a lot of competitors, but the former Frenchman playing for the #1 French side, I really can't blame him, but he could just, I'd love him at United, you could really do with him at Liverpool if like Keita left or something. Neymar now. Trying to feed it into the box. And a Herrera. Sarabia. Even though I quite like Sarabia as more of an attacking midfielder, we haven't really got a world-class right-sided player, and we don't have the funds for it just yet. But Sarabia will be able to play quite competently there for now. Kante turns his man. Can he put his name on the score sheet? And he can't just yet. Neymar... Sorry, not Neymar. And Kante actually surprisingly picks up with a fair few goals in career. My Neymar there absolutely blasts it in the 89th to make it 3-0. And it's snatch and grab in the dying moments there, trying to get their goal scoring records up. Neymar absolutely smashes that one home for a 3-0 victory. Nim trying to break Navas's clean sheet in the dying moments. Can they do it? And it's Idrissi Gana Gueye to win a header there, dropping all the way back in the defensive line from midfield. But that's how the match ended. She's all over, Red Rover. The full-time whistle has been blown. So we managed to scrape a 2-1 victory in the French Cup. We also managed to start our opening match of the season with a 3-0 victory. Neymar with an amazing brace, and Kylian Mbappe to start off the accord. Unfortunately, guys, it's time to end the first episode of the PSG Paris Saint-Germain Career Mode series. Stay tuned tomorrow for episode 2, where we fight more in League 1. And we also might start our Champions League campaign in the next couple of episodes as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Support it, and I'll do more videos. Let me know once this career series ends, in the not too soon future, who you'd like me to play as. There are still a lot of top European sides you'd like me to play as. Rasenball Leipzig, I'm really interested in, along with Inter Milan. Maybe doing some Football Manager here and there. Let me know in the comment section down below. So, coming up to the first match against Lyon, unfortunately, Luca Digne is out with a red card, so he's ineligible for this match. We're going to be playing Kimpembe as a inverted left back there. Obviously, he's better as a centre half. However, pushing him on the left will make it a lot more physical. On that side, we're pretty much going to be playing like a lopsided back three defense, and then allow Carvajal on the right to be the aggressive pushing fullback, kind of like Jose Mourinho a little bit, but like how he plays his slanted back four, obviously more equipped with a fullback being Kimpembe. But like I'm thinking like you wouldn't compare Kimpembe to Azpilicueta, but like physically and tactics wise. But it's a little bit close. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm rambling here about tactics, which really don't matter too much in FIFA. Let's score some goals. And hopefully try and beat Lyon. They've got, of course, Memphis Depay. They've got Lopez. So they've got a decent career mode players that I need to keep an eye out for. Traore whips it into the box. Marquinhos can't quite clear it. And Kante and Idrissi Gana Gueye looking to recycle it. I've made the decision to restructure the midfield three in the last episode, of course. We signed Isco and N'Golo Kante, and we also signed 2 new fullbacks. Isco there pops up with a goal just before the 12th minute there. It's an absolute blinder. I'm not going to lie, it's a magnificent goal. On the volley there, Isco in Paris. Obviously, the former Real Madrid man, dropped and chanted by Zinedine Zidane, has found his new home in Paris. On the volley there, the ball comes in, switches it from his left foot to the right, and slams it past Lopez to score his second goal of League 1. Lyon now, trying to bring it out from the back. We are, of course, playing on Fiverr's Realism mod. I recommend downloading it if you play on the PC version of FIFA. And we're also playing with the no crowd mod. Neymar there, looking to score his first goal of the match. The first one gets blocked and follows up with the second. What a strike. Inch perfect there by Neymar. Dodges the first block and tackle and scores his 8th goal of the league. Mendes tackles in a phenomenal area there. Leon stretch it past to Traore. What an amazing piece of skill there for Leon. Looking to drag it out. It's Memphis Depay now. It's Memphis Depay to score Leon's first goal there just before the 31st. And Memphis Depay, I can't recommend him enough in career mode. Leon do accept a lot of offers for him. But the former Red Devil, the former Eredivisie man, I can't remember who he played for in the Eredivisie. Was it PSV Eindhoven? I don't think he played for Ajax. Or did he play for someone else? Anyway, I am surprised they got rid of him at United in the end, but, you know, whatever. Mbappe, trying to find Isco there on the follow-up. Can he get his second? He can't quite get this one down from his chest to his feet. Kimpembe, doing alright, charging a little bit far forward there from what I'd like, to be honest. Di Maria now cuts back, beats one. Di Maria dangerously in the box here now. Tries to find Mbappe, doesn't go for goal. Maybe should have been unselfish towards the end. Isco, Mbappe, looking for fellow runners in support. He goes centrally back to Isco. Isco to Neymar. Can he keep on going? And Lopez with a top-notch save against Neymar's strike. It's nearly time to do some substitutions. Let's freshen up the squad. Icardi, Sarabia, and Herrera are going to come on for this match with Isco exhausted. Neymar is going to try and deliver this one in. Icardi wins the header, but it's saved on the line by a miraculous attempt there from Leon. Icardi with the second follow-up, but it wasn't to be. Herrera, Icardi, Leon, determined to not be down and out for this match, and they nearly stretch Navas there. As much as I like Navas as a goalkeeper, his height is a little bit of a concern in this realism mod, because the AI know they have to stretch him, and sometimes they do. Mendes there, goes for goal. Navas dives away there. He's come up clutch there, maybe with the roll of the dice. Leon probably should have one more back here. The ball's ping-ponging. Navas comes out with a punch, only just to it. Mendes puts it over the bar. It's all one-way traffic in the dying 30 minutes of this match. Mendes. And it's Leon to bring it back to 2-2 in the 83rd. Was it inevitable? Maybe. We didn't put the clutch down, the slam down in the first half. And now Leon are bringing out some pretty crazy dance moves there. Pretty outstanding, I do say so myself there, by Carl. And Sarabia can't even get it out there. Leon now looking for the third and final. We were leading this match for the majority of it. It's now got to a draw. Will it go to a loss? Mendes fires at the defense. The last corner kick of the match. Will Leon try and bring this back? Navas with a humongous punch out. And it's 2-2. So towards the end there, it was the Leon show. However, the match ended in a 2-2 draw. They had slightly more possession. They had more tackles compared to us. But maybe it was more realistic. So looking at the league table now, after 10 games played, we sit on 8 wins, 2 draws. We now face Marseille at home. Leon are in second and Marseille are in third. Luca Digne is now back. So Kimpembe can have a bit of a rest in the first team. And let's face Marseille, who still have a lot of top-notch players for themselves. So let's host them at the Parc des Princes. Alrighty, welcome to the second match of today's episode, guys. Let's face Marseille. We're coming off a 2-2 draw against Lyon. We are still leading the French league, but if we can't beat them here today, or if we draw, it could be costly towards the latter stages of the season. Let's have a look at who they're fielding. Thauvin, Payet, two solid left and right wingers. Mandanda in goal. Strootman in the defensive line, really. He's a CDM. And Benedetto, I think that's how you say his name, is the leading striker. Di Maria brings it back centrally. Kante looking for the run of Neymar. Neymar goes offside, but he can't make the pass. Kante. Mbappe. Isco. It gets intercepted. And Marseille with the former West Ham man Dimitri Payet on the left. Obviously his agility, sprint speed and some physicality has been lost. But as a career mode player, Dimitri Payet still has the finishing and, of course, the free kicks. But it's Benedetto there to start off the scoring for Lyon. Our push, starting off with the ball, it caused a massive counter-attack. And Benedetto capitalised on it. Trying to get back into this one as quick as we can. PSG are trying to surge forward, and it's just right into tackle. Into a tackle. We're just being absolutely physically smashed in this match. Isco trying to find Mbappe. Kante gets intercepted, and we can't break this midfield three. Thauvin goes back to Sanson, who's been the key central player for Marseille, and it's Benedetto there to nearly make it 2-0. Mbappe. The momentum is shifting in this match, and it does. Kylian Mbappe makes it 1-1, answers quite quickly within 20 minutes to score an absolute beauty, bending it around Mandanda, and a perfect technical finish, if I do say so myself. PSG, a little bit rattled in the first 20, are finally oozing with confidence going forward now, and it's N'Golo Kante with a clinical finish from the central midfielder. It's N'Golo Kante! Who doesn't like to see him scoring? The former Chelsea and Leicester City man pops up with an important goal, and we have the 2-1 lead. He scored 5 goals in the league this season. Marseille, shell-shocked after controlling the first 20 minutes. Trying to blitzkrieg us there. And it seems to be shifting counter-attacks are what's causing the goal opportunities in this. Isco safely goes back to Idrissi Gana Gueye, who looks for the incisive pass to Neymar. Mbappe, Isco looking to turn his man. It's covered well by Strootman. Strootman's been exposed here. Isco goes for goal. No. Mbappe can't pick up the crumbs. Carvajal with a little bit of a suspicious tackle there. No cards were dished out. Thauvin comes in with a free kick. Navas with the save there. Fortunately for me, Marquinhos was there. And Navas' height is still worrying me, because especially when those balls go up for packies, it's kind of hard to win them, and it looks like he's exposed every single time he goes. However, Isco here has put an amazing through ball to Neymar. Neymar breaking away. Can he do it? Puts it at the back to Di Maria, and no one could really get up onto it. Neymar. Mbappe. finally pushes through there. 3-1 in the 65th. Getting the header away. Kylian Mbappe scores his 7th goal of the league. Strootman. Kante. Isco. 3-1 up here now. Isco with an unbelievable piece of skill there, and unfortunately we couldn't capitalise on the end. But I rarely do skill moves in FIFA, and I'm quite surprised that Isco pulled that one out the bag. Unfortunately didn't turn into anything significant. Torvan here. Benedetto. Payet. 3-2. So, as much as I've rebuilt this squad, we're a little bit leaky at the back. I just don't like Navas as a career mode goalkeeper. He's just not tall enough. You're better off getting someone else because his evaluation is too high than what it should be, if I'm being honest. Although Marquinhos has a really good chemistry with Thiago in real life, in FIFA his stats are going down way too much. Obviously both of them being Brazilian, of course. Navas there nearly couldn't get to that, diving all the way back into goal. He doesn't need to be making those saves. It looks like he's making everything more difficult than what it has to be. He's come up with a good punch there, but like someone like a Courtois, you'd be better off getting, or just someone just a bit, even like a David De Gea, even for the same evaluation. We've managed to scrape through here with a 3-2 victory, and we've come up clutch, which is important. The main objective for this series is to obviously win the UEFA Champions League. But League One is going to be a huge proving ground for us this season. We currently lead League One, and Marseille and Lyon are currently trying to run after us. Monaco and Lille here today. They're going to try and take us as a scalp. They're going to try and get as many points as they can to qualify for the top 4. They're playing at the Parc des Princes against Monaco. Let's see how their side has evolved to that crazy Champions League run they had a fair few seasons ago where they had Bakayoko. They got him back now. They also had, of course, Fernandes, who plays for Man City. Isco charging through, trying to start off the scoring, and he does. 5 minutes in, it's Isco to surge forward there against AS Monaco. Yeah, there was also that like crazy stint with Thierry Henry as their manager. Oh, they don't look like they're social distancing. We are playing on the no crowd mod as well. If you do have the PC version of FIFA, I do recommend downloading the realism mod there. We've started off the scoring with Isco surging forward there, making it 1-0 and hopefully securing our title campaign. Isco has now scored his 5th goal of the French league. Come on. Carvajal trying to track the runner. Idrissi Gana Gueye comes out to help in that fullback position, which Carvajal left a little bit exposed. Goal of Glyn. Ben Yedder picks up the crumbs there. 1-1. You got to respect that goal by Ben Yedder there. An absolute beauty. Looking to bend it there and just sort of hammered it past me in the end, scoring his 14th goal of the league. Neymar from the free kick puts it straight to the AS Monaco goalkeeper. Now trying to bring it out from the back. Marquinhos with a interesting partnership with Kimpembe, with Thiago Silva out. Blade Keita couldn't get onto the end of that one, thankfully. Kimpembe, Kante, back to Isco. Kante looking to thread through either Neymar or Mbappe. He elects to go from Mbappe. Isco, who started off the scoring, can he make it 2 and puts it over the bar, blasting it. Glick trying to bring it out from the back. Kante, unfortunately, is out-headed. And now AS Monaco trying to create an attack here. It's Keita. Keita goes for goal and nearly scores. Monaco look more dangerous in the final third. Isco. To Kante. Back to Mbappe. And it's a goal. 2-1. Just on the stroke of half-time. What a huge morale boost to go into the dressing room with that 2-1 lead. Not having that drawing deficit. It's Kylian Mbappe, the league's top goal scorer, to score his 15th goal. However, Ben Yedder is right behind him on 14. Kimpembe with an amazing header out in defence. Isco gets tackled in the end and falls on his ass. Kimpembe trying to start something out from the defensive line. Isco, I don't know what he was doing there. Put it straight into the Dutch midfielder. Lopez now trying to create something on the left. Beats Kante. Kante continues with the follow-up. It's a 2-on-1 in the box. And we can clear it out and hopefully try and build up an attack once more. Mbappe looking for the run of Neymar. Gets clobbered there. Lopez trying to bring it up again. Keita. Keita's beaten 2 PSG players there and nearly capitalises on it. Monaco with a corner kick. Ben Yedder nearly claims his second for the match. Isco. Mbappe. We've somehow created a counter-attack, but it's offside. 2-1 still remains the scoreline. Glick bombs it forward. Kante. No, it's a Drissi Gana Gay winning the header there. Monaco looking for that last incisive pass into the final third, and Ben Yedder capitalises. But that's ultimate difficulty through it. They're running through us like carving a cake, and it was only a matter of time before Ben Yedder was to score another. AS Monaco, relentless and ungiving as they push forward. Bakayoko recycling the ball well. Lopez holding off N'Golo Kante sometime. It's Jovetic, Luka Jovetic, to hold up the ball tremendously well while Kimpembe comes charging into the back of him like a bull in a china shop. Ben Yedder for the hat-trick. Somehow hits the crossbar. He should have scored, and that might have just saved the points there. Ben Yedder with a small lapse of concentration. However, we're on here. Carvajal keeps on going. Puts it to Di Maria. And the shot's blocked. We had to capitalise on this one if we were going to win this match. Ben Yedder there somehow gets it back to Bakayoko. And it's nearly maybe worth trying to buy him just to stop him being such a menace in the French league. Ben Yedder is dragging AS Monaco to their hopeful Champions League place. Fabregas in the midfield, coming late on with Jovic as well. Jovic was a former Manchester City man, wasn't he? From Montenegro. I think he's a Montenegrin international. But regardless, a 2-2 draw at the Parc des Princes. Not good. Moving on now to the second match of today's episode. Ben Yedder is now the top goal scorer, drawing with Mbappe. Neymar in third. Varane has left Real Madrid to join Juventus. However, we are still 8 points clear of the top. Unfortunately, Angel Di Maria has picked up a injury, so he's out. We're going to be having to play Sarabia on the right-hand side. Let's get stuck into Lille. Haven't been following them too much over the last couple of years. Obviously, every time you read Lille in the headlines, it's either to do with Eden Hazard, obviously leaving and going on to Chelsea, and then obviously with the Arsenal man on the right, Nicolas Pepe. That was his name, Nicholas. They've still got, they've got Remy up top. Okay, they've got a pretty good goalkeeper. Jose Font, really? That's a name I recognise. Renato Sanchez in the middle. Okay. That might be a cool and unique career mode. There's a fair few interesting and notable players there. Font to Renato Sanchez. The two Portuguese link up, but unfortunately for them, Idrissi Gana Gueye is in the midfield. Isco finds Mbappe, and we nearly go 1-0 up 4 minutes in. PSG still mounting on the pressure, and Isco gets clobbered up. Remy, the former Marseille and Newcastle boy. He also had that stint at Chelsea as well. Lock Remy used to be the budget career mode signing for like 12, 13 and 14 for so long. He was such a good player. I'd be curious to see his stats now in FIFA 20. Remy trying to drop back. Navas. Like how good he was. He kind of reminds me of an Mbappe. Just how like quick he was. Obviously, never hit the heights, but like he was kind of like an 84 rated Mbappe in his prime. Lock Remy on FIFA, that is. Leon trying to press forward here. Oh god, we nearly gave it away there. Font with pushing the old Portuguese former Southampton defender into a rush shot there. Neymar looking to break away here, and he has done on the left. Has a lot of support in the box, but opts to go short. Isco can't get the follow-up. Remy on the break here. Lucas Digne manages to collect him up. Remy with a decent throw-in. Holding the ball well. Lille in the box, dangerous. Have turned me. Andre with a shot right at Navas. Isco. Mbappe. Isco looking for Sarabia, because unfortunately Angel Di Maria is injured. Sarabia on the left. Goes for goal himself and scores an Angel Di Maria goal there just before half-time. 1-0, it's Sarabia. I like to play him more in the mid. Oh, it's come off Jose Font, but Sarabia is going to claim it. Okay. I like to play him in the midfield, more of a cam, but he can function on that right-hand side a lot better than other midfielders due to his left foot being able to cut in on the inside like Frank Ribery. That's how I like to sort of play him in that styled role. Gana Gueye getting shrugged off there. Exhausted and with a mistimed tackle. Lille have burnt through two of my tackles. It's Renato Sanchez now, and Lille nearly to capitalise on it. Kante to Neymar. N'Golo Kante finds Isco centrally, now dropping back. Idrissi Gana Gueye is now the one to make the attacking run and looking for the incisive pass. Unfortunately, it's a poor one to Mbappe, and Lille once more are back on the counter-attack. They're playing Timmy Weah up front, the American international. Only time will tell how his career ends up in real life. Lille there flop up their only real good opportunity in the 58th. It's time to make some substitutions soon as well. Rafael Varane has left Real Madrid to join Juventus. We're going to be bringing on Icardi, who's had a incredibly quiet career series. I thought he'd be popping up with a lot more goals, but it's really been the Mbappe, Isco and Neymar show for the majority of this series. Idrissi Gana Gueye goes forward once more with the 1-0 lead. We need to cement it. We can't afford to get another draw in the French league. Puts it all the way to the corner kick. Neymar looking for the ball in, and we couldn't get to it. However, three players hit the deck there. And Herrera trying to get the quick follow-up, but couldn't. Mbappe holds up the ball well, beats one to Idrissi Gana Gueye, who makes it 2-0. It was really Mbappe there to create for Idrissi Gana Gueye, who came through like an absolute freight train there. Idrissi scores his first goal of the French league. 2-0 up against Lille. Can they make it 2-1? No. Mbappe now. In the 90th, will we get one last late opportunity? Icardi looking for the run. Goes for Mbappe. But the ball is poor straight at Jose Font. We're back on our PSG Ultimate Difficulty modded realism series. This is Season 1, Episode 4. In today's episode, we have the final match of the series against Tottenham Hotspur in the UEFA Champions League final. Jose Mourinho has dragged them all the way to a final with PSG. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series. So, we have gone out and won the French League on 102 points, followed by Monaco. We've made it all the way to the UEFA Champions League final. I'm kind of blown away that Spurs have gotten to the final twice in 2 years, in quick succession, under Maurizio Pochettino, now under Jose Mourinho. I can't wait to see who he's going to be playing and how he evolved his Spurs side. He beat Atleti in the semis, he beat Manchester City in the quarters, and Shakhtar in the round of 16. I managed to beat, of course, Liverpool in the semis and Valencia in the quarters, so he had an easier run towards the start. Di Maria is back from his injury, but let's get stuck into, of course, Spurs. Now, unfortunately, we did get knocked out of the Coupe de France, which is disappointing. So we can't win the official treble if we do beat Spurs here today. But we can win a treble still with winning the equivalent French Community Shield, the trophy at the start of the season. So we've won 2 trophies this year. Let's have a look at this Spurs squad, who they're playing with and how they are lining up. Let's get stuck into them. So Spurs are playing Kane, Dele Alli, Vertonghen, Winks, Lo Celso, a 4-2-3-1. Lloris in goal, a new right back, Sanchez, Vertonghen. They're still playing a pretty defensive line, Heung-min Son. So there are still a lot of Spurs favourites that you know and love. Neymar giving away the throw-in to Lucas Digne. Kante. Isco dropping back. Idrissi Gana Gueye looking for the incisive pass. Finds Di Maria, who turns his man. Di Maria gets tackled in the box, and 8 minutes in, like a mirror image from last Champions League, Spurs have once again given away a penalty in the Champions League final. Neymar now has the opportunity to step up. Will he do it like Liverpool last year? Neymar scores. And of all the things to happen in this final, Spurs fans would be absolutely furious to concede another penalty in a final. It's a bit of a disgrace there. Jose Mourinho would be fuming, but Neymar, cool, calm and collected, steps up and makes it 1-0 with his 7th of the Champions League. Sanchez. Winks. An interesting 2-man pivot of Winks and Lo Celso. A little bit more creative, which I'm surprised about, with Jose, and Harry Kane gets the shot on target. Carvajal saves on the line. Kante trying to bring it out from the back. Can't. And Kane nearly snatches up an opportunity there. Kante. Lucas Digne. Mbappe. Isco. Looking to thread through Idrissi Gana Gueye. Couldn't win the header. And neither could Kante with the follow-up. Kante. Isco. Neymar. Mbappe looking for the through ball over the top. Actually goes on the ground. Di Maria looking to get that last cross in. Beats one, beats two. Kante goes for goal and puts it massively far to the left. 1-0. Things have quietened off a bit here. Navas trying to clear it out, but Eric Lamela recycles with a nice little piece of skill there. Lamela, bit of hocus pocus. Kante with the perfectly timed tackle. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain on the counter-attack here. A good little back heel. A nice 1-2 pass. Oozing with confidence. Mbappe and Isco. And it's Kante to break away. Charging from central midfield there. It's N'Golo Kante to come up clutch to make it 2-0 there. Opening up an amazing opportunity for the 1-2 pass of Isco and Mbappe. N'Golo Kante scores his third goal in the UEFA Champions League. Come on. 2-0 up, and Spurs are rattled. The cockerels are rattled in the proverbial coop. I guess the cocks are out. Neymar breaking away on the left, trying to whip the ball in. Sanchez now. And it's a poor ball in the end. Kante somehow wins that header. Idrissi Gana Gueye. Mbappe turns his man. Can't quite. Gets blocked. Neymar goes for the shot as all the available lanes were closed off. In the second half now, Di Maria finds Mbappe. This time around, Sanchez wins once more. In the defence, Dele Alli trying to break away. It's a poor pass targeted at Harry Kane. Obviously, the rumour in real life is he could be joining Manchester United. I hope he does. Mbappe there, making it 3-0 in the 54th. If that does happen, it will validate the controversial signing of Harry Kane signing for my FIFA 20 Manchester United career series, as I wanted a realistic in and out Premier League proven, not so much realistic, but like Premier League proven striker. I guess it would be realistic if it comes through, so that'll be funny if that signing does go through, but only time will tell. Is it just quarantine gossip? Winks. Marquinhos. Isco now. Kante puts the ball over the top to Neymar. In the final third, Neymar goes for goal himself and unselfishly puts it over the bar. Time to make some substitutions here now. Icardi has been just hasn't been really useful in this series. Has been incredibly quiet. Sarabia and Ander Herrera have come up with more important goals. Lloris finds Lucas Digne head on. Icardi goes for goal and puts it over the bar. Icardi trying to make a name for himself after having a controversial season at PSG. Icardi cuts back, waits to dummy the player sensibly. Idrissi Gana Gueye, and the ball gets cleared. Marquinhos wins it. Lucas Digne to Kante. Icardi looking to turn Alderweireld, but it wasn't to be. Gana Gueye and Herrera, fresh off the bench, gets tackled by Ndombele. It'll be interesting to see what happens to his career trajectory, because he's a really good football manager and career mode player, and I'm sure he can find a home in real life world football, but Jose Mourinho doesn't fancy him. Bergwijn looking to whip it in. Good save by Navas. Kante now. Puts the ball to Sarabia. And it's a really good goal there. Sarabia has lived up to the occasion. Although I see him as more of a cam, playing him on that right-hand side has been tremendous. He is such a good player going forward. Creatively and finishing on the right. Gets it down to his left. Hits it along the deck. Boom. Chashik it banged. Past Lloris. It's Sarabia to make it 3-0 in the UEFA Champions League final. Get in just before the third. Kane and Spurs trying to salvage some dignity in this match. Sung Hyun Min trying to do something, but Spurs have been shell-shocked, and the game was pretty much over from the penalty going in. I like the Liverpool Champions League final the year before. Icardi continues to go here. Icardi's got a favourable push there. It's Icardi. Can he put his name on the score sheet? And he can't. He's fluffed it up. Icardi. Kante. And that's it. The full-time whistle has blown. We've managed to beat PSG here today 4-0. In an absolute thriller of a final. And on that note, unfortunately, it's time to end the PSG Career Mode series here. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see Season 2, or maybe I should move on to another Career Mode series. Maybe Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, AC, Rasenball Leipzig. There are still a fair few top European sides and Premier League that I haven't done. Haven't done a Newcastle series, nor Sheffield United on FIFA 20. Let me know. So reflecting our season, we won the French League. Unfortunately, we got dropped out of the Coupe de France. We did manage to win the Community Shield, essentially, and the UEFA Champions League. Overall, looking at the pitch for this PSG team, and advice I would give you, if you were to start your own PSG career series, fullbacks, you definitely need. Carvajal and Lucas Digne have been superb. Obviously, they haven't popped up too much in the highlights, but that's a good thing. Thiago Silva and Marquinhos are two good defenders, but as the season progresses, depending on the performances, Thiago Silva's overall ability can dive a little bit. If you do like Navas, that's good for you, but for me, he was a little bit inconsistent this series and let in some goals that resulted in a draw, which top-notch goalkeepers you'd get. You're better off getting like a Courtois, David De Gea, just someone who's, even like a Begovic probably would have performed better than Navas. You just need that length. You do need to structure your midfield three. Physically, I thought Kante and Idrissi Gana Gueye were perfect. Box to box within Kante can go all over the pitch, and then Idrissi Gana Gueye is the defensively minded. I didn't lose my midfield possession too much. It was more so me trying to do pushing aggressive plays. Isco, an amazing attacking midfielder. Someone like a Kai Havertz, if you want the potential, would be better. But I was going from the perspective like one season, trying to win as much as we can, like I do with my career series. Neymar, Mbappe, and Di Maria, pretty hard to beat. In hindsight, I could have kept Edison Cavani because I think he could have been better than Icardi this season, but we might not have got those other transfers done. So that's my review of the PSG Career Series. Maybe take some tips and tricks to attribute it to yours, and hopefully you find success in your career. That's sort of my thoughts and opinions on this career series. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more career series on the channel. Peace. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Reus